Alright y'all, back with another tutorial. I'm changing some brakes on my pickup truck, 1989 Nissan hard body pickup, D21. Yeah, okay. You know, just here's what we got. Got the caliper, got 2 bolts for the caliper. My brakes, I was driving the other day and they're making a real, you know, loud sound, like something was rubbing. So I said, okay, let's get to it. Let's see what's going on. I'm always working on some shit. There's always something to fuck with around here. But it is what it is. It's better than a car payment. They run good. They run alright. Don't let me get, this Nissan runs like a champ. You don't have to do too much to it, to be honest with you. I'm just pissed that the other day I put on a water pump, but before that I haven't had to do anything to it in a long time, so it is what it is. Alright, there's the wrench for the caliper, right off. So let me set this camera up and I'll show you how we do it. Alright y'all, so what I got is a 12-inch wrench on it. And like I said, this is a 1989 Nissan D21. And I'm loosening up the caliper so I can get to the brake pads, brake shoes we call them. And hopefully, you can call them pads if you want. And hopefully I don't have to do too much hokey pokey with the caliper, like pressing it out. Hopefully I can just stick the shoes up there, keep it moving. So right now I'm just loosening the bolt up so I can get to the caliper. I changed the upper tire rod in a while back, a couple of years ago, so I ain't gotta mess with that too much. But if you don't see me, I'm down here messing with this other bolt at the bottom, and turning it out, but as far as it can go, you can tell when it's out. And then I'm gonna lift the caliper out. You see it moving. Sometimes you need a little help with this. We'll see how it go out. But I'm just gonna take this, slide this off. It should slide off pretty easy. And I might have to, no, these shoes are gone. Them shoes are really gone. And you can tell, you start riding around hearing the noise. And make sure you look at, let me show you. Right? They're gone. And make sure you look at how you take your pads off. There's a little plate at the back of it. I forgot what the thing is called when you when it makes a noise, the little metal piece. It's an indicator. All brake pads have them. And it'll that's what I was hearing, but it wasn't metal to metal. See, that's the shoe. And the indicator, that's that little piece right there. That'll start to rub. All brake shoes have them. It'll make it rub when it starts to make that noise. So here it is. Here's a perfect example. That's what I was hearing. That's the indicator. It's been a while, but there you go. See that? That was rubbing. That was raising hell when I was driving down the road. This is why I'm here. That made me want to change it. So when the brake pad gets so low, that little piece of metal will sit right on there on that pad, and it'll squeak and squeal and raise all kind of hell. And you're not really in danger, but it's telling you change them brakes, because in a minute you're going to be hitting your rotors, and it's going to cost you more money. You have to get the rotors turned. You can turn a job that'll run you. I paid $20 for these brake pads, and you know, if I had let it get down to the rotor, I'd be paying to get the rotor done and everything, and resurfaced, or maybe even new rotors, because if you let your rotors get too bad, you'll have to get new ones, and they ain't cheap. You know, $20 for some brake shoes you know, versus I don't know. But back to this. Let me show you. These are the new shoes. Put them in a nice little package for you with a new indicator like the one I just showed you. And I'm giving y'all a real in-depth little tutorial today. I'm not gonna show y'all. I'm gonna show y'all one side. You know, probably ain't gonna get to the other side because I'm kind of got to stick and move. Got a lot of stuff to do today, and this wasn't one of them. But if he sold me the right shoes, I can get this over with relatively quickly. All right, so one of the things I had to do, I had to come back for a second. I had to get readjusted, you know. And I wanted to show y'all, this right here is your best friend. This will speed things up tremendously. If your brake pads are worn all the way down to nothing, then you're going to need this to put on the end of this caliper. Something like this to squeeze this part here all the way back to here, so it'll make room for the for the new pads. So it will, I don't know what the word of it is, but put it like this. I'm gonna show y'all to help compress the new pads. You put that just like that, and you know, you might have to bleed your brakes out afterwards. And I'm giving y'all some good information about this here. You know, I've been doing this since I was a kid, so you know, I know this works. So you squeeze this, and if your brakes weren't that bad, or you just doing it just to be, you know, have something to do, then you ain't gotta worry about it. But this right here, just make sure you get it up there right. And it ain't gotta be perfect, but you just wanna squeeze. And the bigger the one of these you got, C-clamp, the better. And I don't know if you can see it right well, but there we go. You can see it. That's the whole C-clamp on the caliper, and it's pressing the part that holds your brakes. I'm gonna go ahead and do that for you real quick. And if it's not enough, you can just go ahead and, you know, if you got a C-clamp that's big enough, usually the biggest one you can get at Ollie's or Walmart, you know, and this will make it. And if I was to go up there and look inside the brake caliper right now, it would look like I got, you'll see some action, like you'll see sometimes it'll even spill on the ground, come out of there, because you're putting pressure back into the canister. So there, that's all you got, that's all you need. Just press all the way in. Just be careful you don't mess that boot up or nothing. So that's done. Now I just hang this up here. Just hang it right there. And then I go back to the brake pad that I was setting in earlier. Had to make sure that they were right. And then, you know, put that in there. You might want to get up out of your comfortable position that I was in and look and look and make sure it's going in there the right way. These are the right size brake shoes. There we go. They're up there. Okay. They are up there. So now just take the caliper that we have over here, and we take the clamp off, and then we line it up where it was, and that's basically it. Just take this caliper and put it back into place. You should have plenty of room. If you don't, something wrong. Just line it up. You take the screw and screw the screw back in. In those pads, in the line, it'll push it out into the canister and clear up the line, and that's usually how I do it. But like I say, everybody's different, you know. You can get your neighbor or whoever to come over there and bleed the brakes for you. but he probably does it the same way, you know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. But I didn't mess my caliper up, so I'm happy about that part. And there they are, the brakes, nice and tight. I'm gonna take a quick moment and give y'all some brake pad knowledge. This is a bad brake pad. This is a good brake pad. See the difference? This brake pad had wore down to the metal. You know, all the way down. See, that's the pad. This pad was worn all the way down to the metal. You see up top right there, there's a little bit of pad there, and as it goes down the pad, it goes straight to the metal. That indicator was letting me know this, and this wore unevenly. So not only did it cause me to have the indicator squeal, it also caused me to have almost a little bit of a grinding or a real abrasive, you know, type. And that's what to look out for. And the man also gave me this as a promotion. He didn't give it to me. I paid $1.25 for it. But I don't use this shit. You know, he just wanted to. They actually taped it to the brake pad box to try to sell it, but I don't use it. You can't put it on. It doesn't stop squeal to me. You know, if you got good metallic brakes, you know, some brakes squeal, but that's when they're going bad. So I just don't use it. So I just want to show y'all that for a moment. Give you some brake pad 101. All right, we're over here on the other side. In case you didn't get everything that was going on that side, no problem. I'm gonna do y'all a delight for all of you aspiring, want to DIY your life away with working on a bunch of shit. So here we go. Sit here and show you how to take the brake caliper off again. So let me just take those two bolts off right there, and one down here. And then you just grab the plate, the caliper with your hand, kind of wiggle it out. Da-da-dee, da-da-da. Rest it on your boot or whatever. And then you inspect your brake pads. Now these here wasn't as bad as the other side. I can tell right now. The other side's where I heard the noise. So you just flip it out, pull it out, and you can even take your little wrench and kind of it pops right out. And let's inspect these. These had a couple, a month and a half. They started making noise the same way. But let's look at the other side. Sometimes they don't all it's not always the same on both sides. Like I said, if they're up there too close, don't want to come out, just give it a little, you know, give it a little tap. Don't take much. You don't want to ruin nothing, but then you just take your little wrench, kind of pry it out. It pops right out. I used to be quicker at doing these. Now this one was a little bit, you know, this one was really bad. That was almost like the other one. And you see the groove there? See that old groove? Oh man. That groove was where it was really yeah, those were gone. Put it on that. Put it on this caliper to press it back, because your pads are smaller than they were when you first put them on the truck. So you're not going to get the brake pads up there without pressing this caliper in. It's not going to happen, right? You just put this in, get it to where you don't hurt nothing or bother nothing, get it nice and tight, and then you just turn it. And that's what that was. I didn't leave the caliper on here this time. I mean the C-clamp, but you can just kind of tuck it back, push it out of the way. You can even let it hang, but I don't advise it, 'cause sometimes that's a lot of weight. But I just kind of like, because you got to watch out for this piece on the back. But that'll be okay. You stick them in there. Like I said, some brakes will behave and go in there the way you want it, because really it's just a piece of metal, a little aggravating piece of metal that gets in your way. And it just, you can pop them in there. They'll go. Just pop them in there. Because they're a little metal, that's just your plate for your indicator. That's all that's telling you. That's just your little indicator plate. And then you put this up there. I couldn't see that well on the other side. Because it was kind of, I just couldn't see the light over there that well. So it's a little bit more difficult. But this side's going pretty well. I can see where that metal is. It was in my way. On the other side. And here, you know, you just kind of get that metal out of your way. Get that ear of that brake to go in there. And push it up. You got it. I'm having a little bit of trouble. And that metal, again, is in my way. But it's okay, I'll get it. There we go. If it doesn't want to go in there, it's only because, like I say, you got that metal in there. And some people start from the top, push it up, get that indicator and everything. And some people start from the bottom. It's totally up to you. Whichever way you can get it, get it. Just don't break the metal, because you do need it, because it's going to help keep the pads in place. But once you get that pad up there and get it going, the job is basically over. Okay. Alright. So sometimes you gotta fight a little bit with that little piece of metal to get them brakes back in. It's supposed to go right. You know what I mean? That's just part of it. But you'll win the battle. Just keep working with it. And then basically you just put your caliper back on, and then you get in your truck before you take off again, and pump your little brakes. And you know, that's pretty much all there is to it. All brakes work about the same, even if you're not working on this one. This technology hasn't really changed much. Okay. So now I'm tightening the caliper. And, you know, when you're in here, it gives you a chance to check out other stuff, potential problems. You know, but this caliper looks really good. It's got that like gold finish up there, but it does have a groove in there from some kind of way, the way that pad wore. But I don't think I'll have to replace the rotor, unless it was all scratched up and it was like a hazard to me, you know what I mean? Then you gotta figure something else out. So that, my friends, is changing brake pads. This is a 1989 Nissan hardbody D21. Everything went well. New brake shoes, pads, and thanks for watching.